Ode to John Keats is a synonym for the beige, bland, non-salted, lukewarm grain cereal of attention span deficit. It was the $1,000 USD first prize winner one year for the National Library of Poetry's annual publishing contest. Circa 1994 or something. Out of tens of thousands of entries, maybe even hundreds of thousands, my submission came in the top 3%. There is still an embossed certificate in my box of important papers that proclaims this. I don't know if these tomes are still published, but the outcome every year was a gigantic hardcover book containing what had to be every single entry into the contest. $1,000 for the first prize, $500 for second, and $250 for the third. Entrance was free, but later the entrant would be mailed an offer to write a few lines of author biography in the backpages in exchange for something like $10 to $15. My mother actually bought a copy of the hardcover for about $60. Keep in mind this is pre-inflation calculator, slightly eye-rolling in an eye-rolling way. It was called Progress and was, well, bleak and teenagerily depressing. I remember using the line baying of malnutritioned hounds and something about polluted rain washing down in torrents earthbound. I was around 16. I made a joke in the author's bio section, something along the lines of the Mission Impossible opening credits. A recording informing the reader that these sentences will now self-destruct. The aforementioned Aunt Barbara Galvan was also a regular poetry contestant. Every year, she related to me that about 8 or 9 years later, she still remembered my bio blurb in the back. Writers can be, well, real fucking serious peoples, man. I'd much rather hang out with musicians, even though they're the worst subgenre of the artist category. I was apparently one of the few not to be terminally boring or factual or hubristically serious, and the only one who actually made the entire number of allotted lines a joke. Barbara had sent in a submission every year and not scored as high as top 3%. I think she's still pissed about it. Like it's my fault and I pissed in her cream of wheat as well. What a rancid cunt slob. However, we both still do agree that Ode to John Keats is just terrible, even if it's for different reasons. Almost a mad lib of a poem. Then and today. William McGonagall could have written it. And please, before anyone points out that I am being unfairly and biasedly critical of a fellow artist, read Ode to John Keats first. If you're gonna talk shit, have some ammo, that's all I'm saying. I'm not Ernest Hemingway, and I won't hunt you down and personally kick your ass if you don't like my shit. Try to keep the overlay of a Mad Lib poem titled Generic Winning Poem Contest Entry from forming around the words as you read. By the way, William McGonagall is often cited as being the worst poet in any language ever. Legend has it that he is the first person to actually have Rotten Tomatoes thrown at him. I was first introduced to his story via Ramsey Campbell. There is a theory that he may have actually been doing a sort of performance art similar to Andy Kaufman, selling tickets by being reviled by the crowd. One would like to be charitable and think that. But he was never recorded admitting that was part of his awesome plan. This subject is closed until I am challenged. The last period of this deviation contains a virus that will remap your keyboard randomly once every 7.45 seconds. Boom.